Thanks, first of all, for having us here. It's actually our fourth AMA in the row. And I would like to introduce you all to our project, Miss Moona Rewards. Maybe it's best when I share the screen, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anything you need to post in the text chat, you can link some things as we go along. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the about page of our project, Miss Moona Rewards. Yeah. So we got plenty of content on the website itself, so you can read about us, what we are doing, how we are starting, what are the tokenomics, the roadmap, question and answers. Yeah. And we are going to introduce our project, Miss Moona Rewards, on the 9th of October. Will be the pre-sale at Pink Sale. Yeah. So we introduced actually a whole ecosystem to the Binance Smart Chain, starting with token project. Yeah. So the Miss Moona Rewards token is a typical dividend token with some extras, let's say. Yeah. So the usual dividend tokens, they got only, let's say, one reward, and you got like hundreds of copies. Yeah. And they market it very huge. They say, oh, this is ADA reward, this is BNB reward, this is Tiki reward, this is Cake reward, or whatever. And with Miss Moona Rewards, this is actually a one-stop solution, because you got here a nice setup. Yeah. So once you connect it with your wallet, you can set it here to a custom mode, for example, which is the Miss Moona Rewards token. In this setup, you would receive, for example, 50% BNB and 50% Moona Rewards token. Yeah. Any other token is here also possible. Yeah, so you can set, for example, if you want to receive, let's say, SafeMoon tokens. Yeah, you just set it to safe mode. Then you confirm the transaction. So I just confirm the transaction with my MetaMask window. Then we have to wait here for the confirmation for the receipt. And after that, once that is done, wait a few seconds for the confirmation here. So it's confirmed, and we see the rewards token is actually SafeMoon. So what will happen actually? Every time when it's euro in the payout, internally, the smart contract will manage all rewards with BNB. Yeah, and when it comes in the payout wall to U-turn, yeah, then it will look, okay, which token got user X, for example, and it says, oh, okay, he wants to have SafeMoon. No, not a problem at all. And what is the relation here? Okay, 50-50. So you will be getting 50% of your dividends allocation, 50% paid in BNB, and live 50% will be bought in SafeMoon and transferred immediately into your wallet. So with this setup, we are like, let's say, another word would be maybe a meta token, meta dividend token, because you can set here any rewards token that you want. Yeah. For example, if I just open another browser window and choose something from.
Awesome. So the sniping bot for every wallet that you can set what reward you would like, and the sniper bot will buy that and send that as your rewards. Yeah. Is that how the sniper bot works, Marco?
I don't know if you can hear it. It's gone. It does, and it'll work in a sense of. I was just making a drink. Let me put it down. It was on the dashboard, so you can enter any token you want there, and when you enter that, if it's not released yet, it'll reward you in 100% BNB, and then as soon as that token is released, or well, the liquidity is added, it'll then start rewarding you in that one from as soon as it's your turn for a payout. But the sniper bot is actually scanning for new pairs on its own, the same way as a normal sniper bot does, but we've set criteria into it so that it doesn't just snipe any old token and end up getting everyone's reward money honeypotted or anything like that.
Right, got you. Yeah. So as Marco lost connection, maybe. Right, yeah. So if you could just tell us a bit about yourself, Kieran, from crypto and your past. While we're waiting for Marco to come back.
Yeah. Well, I'm Kieran. I'm from England. I've known Marco for probably 8 or 9 months, and he's always been a solid guy with me. Like, never any issues or anything. We met through a project that he was previously working on. He weren't dead in that one, but he was involved. And since then, we just got talking. And if I'm trading, I'll tell him what I'm buying. If he is, he'll tell me what he's buying, etc.
Awesome.
Same with Thomas. Thomas is known him since the same time. We was all in a project back then together. But,
right, nice. So yeah, you all met and became friends, and then this is your first project on the team, is it, for some of you? But Marco's done projects before in the past, yeah.
Yeah, I was involved in a project, but it was short-lived due to heavily flooded. But it was one of the first rewarding tokens, but you had to actually stake your tokens back then to be rewarded. And a whale group didn't like that.
Got you.
I'm not even sure how far in he was. I was putting my kids to bed.
Right. Oh, Marco's got his hand up. I think he's muted. Wait a minute. Let's unmute. Allowed to speak. There we go. Are you back, Marco?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you there, Marco?
Oh, sorry for that. I had to left home and go to the office because my kids were not sleeping. So and somehow the internet connection was gone. So back to here.
No problem.
Here we go. Okay, good. So what was the last thing we talked about? I think it was the rewards ratio. So you can set here your own rewards ratio. You can set it, for example, between 100% BNB and 0% rewards token. So if you want just to have BNB rewards, you can also trigger it up to 100%, for example, rewards token, and then 0% BNB. So this is all up to you. For example, we set it here to a configuration of 10 and 90. Yeah. Let's wait for the confirmation here again.
So it's based on the rewards from BNB. I think it's 8% if you had it at 100% BNB, and then if you split it, it would purchase tokens.
Yes. Exactly. So in the tokenomics, the rewards distribution is 8% among all holders. Yeah, and of your share, you can set then the ratio between BNB and rewards token here in this case. Yeah. So when we check the list here, for example, I've been right now on a Coin website and I just selected which one is it here? Orfano. Yeah, Orfano is not part of the list. So if you want to get even rewards on Orfano, you just enter the address here. You set it here. You save it, and in the next payout, you will then get rewards in Orfano, for example. Yeah, then 10% rewards and 90% of 10% BNB and 90% Orfano. However, we promote our project with ads on Moona and Sniper with the sniping bot rewards mode, which is actually a trading bot. So back in February, March, when the market was booming, yeah, I was developing for myself a trading bot, a front-run bot for the Ether chain, which was actually quite okay. Yeah. So the trading bot was looking pending transactions and was actually sniping bond-running transactions that had a high impact. For example, sometimes you got people, they are buying with 7 Ether and higher, and the price just goes high, yeah, like 5%, 7%, 12%, 15% price increase after that. So I was looking for that kind of transactions. The trading bot worked quite well. However, the trend went in a slightly different direction. I don't know if you remember. So at the beginning of the year, when the transaction taxes were introduced more or less, yeah. So we had like transaction taxes of 0%, 1%, 2% was already high, but somehow the trend went into 15, 25, 30%, sell tax 45%, which is totally crazy actually. But it's overall accepted, yeah. So at the moment we are having tokens of up to 20, 25% transaction tax, and everyone is actually okay with it. So the Moona sniping bot, the Moona trading bot, is looking, yeah, so it's built on the sniping bot that I've developed back in February, March, yeah. So we as a team, we sat the first time together by the end of May, and we were looking into current trends, which was the dividends token, yeah. And we had the sniping bot, the trading bot. So we had a few team meetings, then we planned the project, and then from June on, we started with the design, with the graphics, etc., and then also active development of the dApp. And so how is the trading bot, sniping bot actually working? So as I said, we are looking for pending transactions. Yeah. So when you check here the about page, the analytics page, it is. We are looking here for pending transactions, and we start off with a configuration. Let's say, for example, when someone adds liquidity to the PancakeSwap version 2 pool, yeah, and it's a pending transaction, then we put that token into a cage, yeah, and we will monitor it for 60 minutes, for example. And usually a new token, yeah, got no buys and no sells, yeah. I mean, we can query the PancakeSwap router, we can work with the factory, and we see actually, was this token already traded? Is there a trading pair available? Yeah. So if it's a new token, then usually there are no buys and no sells. Yeah? So we will monitor it for about 60 minutes. And then we see, okay, are there 20 buys at least? Are there 10 sells at least? Let's say 120 transfers. Yeah. And if that initial criteria is fulfilled, yeah, then we will select, or not we, the trading bot will then operate on an own wallet. So in our smart contract, the trading bot got an own allocated wallet, yeah, and only this wallet can set then the next sniped token, yeah. So what will happen then? Once the token is selected, then in the default configuration, yeah, meaning who wants to take part of it, select here just sniping bot rewards mode, and it sets it here. So it is set from before. And in the first snipe, we set it now for the to the launch to cake. Yeah, so the first 1-2 days, we want to have a smooth start. So we start off with cake rewards, and the rewards distribution is set by default to 50-50. So everyone will get from start 50-50, 50% BNB and 50% cake rewards. Yeah. And after that, meaning 1-2 days after that, we're starting then the trading bot on the server, who is monitoring for pending transactions. And we are looking at about 6 to 8 different tokens per day. Yeah. So of course, we are looking for new projects that, yeah, we can look for many different things. For example, we can look how much liquidity is added. Yeah. Are we looking now for tokens that started with a low liquidity? Are we looking for tokens that started with a high liquidity already? Is there some kind of traction already from the beginning? Or is it just an odd token that someone copied without any marketing or whatever and tries just to get somehow rich on the blockchain? Yeah. I mean, we got like 20 new tokens coming up every 5 minutes. Yeah. So we don't want this shit. Yeah. We are looking for new promising tokens that are basically new on the chain, that are getting directly traction from the beginning. And yeah, so that's about how the sniping bot will operate.
Right. Could I just ask? So, has the sniping bot been tested? It's working, or is it after the launch that'll be its first?
No, it's tested. I've tested it a few weeks ago with a current setup, and of course before launch it will run, and it will be tested before launch. We will not provide something to the community that is not tested and not working, because we put a lot of effort into the dApp. Yeah, we think it's good looking, it's good working. Yeah, it's not like a simple website where you click and you have to wait in between. So it's a full functional app. Yeah, the clicks in between are just instant. And yeah, we have an exchange integrated from the beginning, for example, because every reward that is selected by the trading bot will be listed here in the rewards page. Yeah, so as soon you got some kind of balance of any current or previous selected sniped token in your wallet, still in your portfolio, then you will see this here. For example, cake was selected as the first token, so cake is listed here, and more tokens will follow after that. Yeah, so you see here the current balance of the cake, and you see the value in US dollar. Then you see when it was added, in this case 6 days ago, when the contract was deployed, and you can use here the trade button to come into our exchange form. Yeah, and this exchange is actually working with original Pancake V2 router and Pancake V2 factory contracts. Yeah, so we are not acting as a middleman or whatever. So we are working and we are communicating with the original contracts. So, for example, if you want to sell the cake, then you can make it simply here. Just select it max. You see then the price. We see how much cake is in the liquidity pool actually. So here in this case are 13.2 million cake and 607,000 BNB in the pool. Yeah, and the price impact is 0.5. So this means actually the price impact is in this case a bit different when you check the price impact of Poolcoin or Pancake, because they do the price impact of the current price to either the sell price or either the buy price. And this price impact, it's my personal feeling, it's better because this is actually a difference between the sell price and between the buy price. Yeah. So when you want to buy cake against BNB and when you want to sell it back, you lose 0.5% on that.
Yeah, that's awesome that you built all that before the launch of the token rather than promising something months after a launch, you know, like we get a lot of. So yeah, so this has all been made by you. February was it this year, and then in June you've been working on this Moona since, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So we're waiting right now for the confirmation. So I'm selling the cake into BNB. Yeah. Wait here for a second for the confirmation. And speciality here actually is I can't see more. I don't have a quick balance here. The specialty at that exchange is actually we remove the slippage completely. You see those exchanges and you have to set the slippage to either 10, 15, 20, 25%. But in our opinion, it makes not really sense, because if you want to buy a token or if you have a token that you want to sell, yeah, you have to set it to a certain slippage. So, and if you don't set it to a certain slippage, then the transaction just fails. But if you want to buy a token, so you just want to buy it. If you want to sell a token, that you just want to sell it. So we remove the slippage, and yeah.
So are we doing this through your website, connecting our wallets, or through PancakeSwap?
Yes. So what do you mean?
Are we connecting our wallets on your website? Is there any security issues, or is it just
no?
It's
an HTTPS connection. So this is a secured web connection. And you are connected here in this case with MetaMask, and MetaMask is secure and safe. Yeah? There are no issues or no leaks or whatever. So every transaction that you process through the website. On this exchange is actually communicating directly with PancakeSwap, yeah, and not with our website. So you post the transaction through PancakeSwap onto the network and not through us. We are just having here the exchange as an because we want to let's say we want to keep the customer on our portal. It makes us sense, yeah. We have a dashboard, we have the analytics, we have the rewards page. Yeah, I just sold my cake, so there are no current rewards. And from the rewards, yeah, from any rewards, yeah, you can imagine you're getting every day 6 or 8 different rewards in your wallet, yeah. Of course, some of them are maybe 50 cent valid or 70 cent or maybe $1 or $2, depending on your amount of Moonas that you are holding and on the volume of transactions on the blockchain with the Moona contract, yeah. But who knows? Maybe one day you open your wallet after 2 months or so, and you will see, oh, that one did actually 50 times. That one maybe 200 times. So who knows? Maybe we will find another Hoge coin or whatever. Yeah. So they're
tracking it
of this new
for you as well.
Yeah.
It's keeping data for you as well. Yeah, that helps with your trading.
Yes, but we are not saving any data on the server itself. Yeah, it's all decentralized, and we are reading the data from the contract itself. So anyone can query the data that we are actually showing here to the community. It's all data from the blockchain. It's nothing saved on the server itself.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we actually had yesterday our our private sale. Yeah. So we did quite well. We are very happy. We are quite celebrating. We had 100 seats open. Yeah. The contribution was in this case between 1 and 3 BNB. So we filled all 100 seats and we collected 176 BNB of that. Yeah. We had a token allocation. This is my wallet. Yeah. Of course, I had to buy my own token just to see how everything works. Yeah. I got one wallet with 3 BNB. My wife got one with 1.9 BNB. Yeah. Okay. So we had in total 3.12 billion tokens available for the private sale. So we sold of that 1.836 billion Moonas. Yeah. So the remaining 1.26 billion Moonas are already burned. Yeah. So we had tokens allocated for the private sale, and the remaining tokens are already burned. And we check into the tokenomics. Yeah. So we will have next week a pink sale pre-sale with almost 50% of the token supply. Now the burnt tokens are not added here in this case because we just burnt them like an hour ago. And so we got about 50% token supply for pink sale pre-sale, which is then of course token that can be bought. This includes also pink sale fees, and this includes the the listing tokens. Yeah. So we got the private sale, and where now about from this 19, maybe it goes down to 12 about. So the rest is then into the burnt. Then we got play to earn tokens, development and team. Then we got treasuring, which is for marketing and further project developments. Reservoir. So this reservoir, those are, let's say, special tokens with no further use case, and those tokens are locked. Yeah, those tokens are locked for 1 year. We have no access to it, and the only access we got are 100 million Moona tokens, which are actually in the dev wallet, and those will be used for occasional airdrops. So when we check our roadmap, so we are here now at the project launch. Yeah. So we started with the marketing actually relative late. It was last week. We had from last week Thursday or Wednesday coin hunters pop-up ads running, and then from the Friday or Thursday then coin Moona pop-up ads. So we started relative late with the marketing. We got our 100 seats filled, which is fantastic for us. We are all very happy because we found a community and we will grow this community. There's huge marketing coming. Yeah, we had now almost daily and AMA. From next week, Tuesday, Memento Marketing, which is quite famous for promoting crypto projects, yeah, will be looking after us from Tuesday on. We started Moona Army. So the army, those are really tough guys, and they do actually the hard work because they are promoting us everywhere, and they do really good. So every time we open the chat, we see there are hundreds and thousands of new posts, which is quite nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
if
I could just go over the tokenomics of it. So the only criteria is you need to hold 25,000 Moona tokens to get rewards.
Yes.
In the BNB and the BSC blockchain. Yeah. So. Yes. Can that be changed in the future if you go sky high, like 50, 100 million market cap? The minimum tokens type of thing.
Yes, it can be changed.
Awesome.
It can be, yeah, it can be changed, but not in a simple way. Let's say like that, because once we start changing, so that people who received tokens before will be receiving. For example, if we change it up, yeah, to a higher ratio, then those people who already received dividends with the lower rate, they will still have the dividend tokens. It's just with contract logic. But if we lower that value, then this will be working. Yes. I also thinking about the contract. So the only thing, if we lower this from 25,000 down, yeah, and to receive actually dividends, you might have to transfer to yourself one transaction just to tell the contract, okay, you know what, I have now the tokens that are required. So then it will work. Yeah.
It was just, it was just, I'm thinking back to Baby Cake where they had a problem at 100 million market cap, but I think it was 200,000 tokens you had to hold. So 25,000 is a lot more reasonable. So when it got to 100 million market cap, you needed $200 of the token to claim the rewards. But if you can change that, that's fine. Like,
but that's a good point. So who knows? Yeah, maybe we reach 500,000 users. No project got this so far, but maybe. Yeah, who knows? And so it can be lowered. Just to make it work with the contract, you have to send yourself the transaction with the tokens.
Got it. Yeah. And so is it on buys and sells? It's fixed at 16%.
Yes, we start with 16%. So the contract is not renounced, and we also don't plan for now to renounce it. Yeah. Because we start with 16% transaction fees. This gives us 8% rewards distribution, marketing and further project development 5%, and then liquidity pool is 3%. So we will have actually all good things here. We will have a nice distribution of dividends to the holders. We will have huge marketing wallet for marketing activities. And we have a good amount of adding liquidity to the pool to stabilize the price. Yeah, and in future, with the growth of the ecosystem, we want to lower those transaction fees here in the marketing development and then liquidity with project growth. Yeah, so when we look at the roadmap, yeah, so the private sale, we have to say we built it within 23 hours. So it was less than 24 hours, which is quite nice. And excuse me, we haven't used any third party for that. Yeah, so we started the private sale with our own private sale contract on our own dApp, and it worked quite well. Yeah, so it was really good. And the private sale contract is actually part of our upcoming projects because we will be extending the private sale contract into a private sale factory so that other project owners can use the Miss Moona Rewards platform to start own private sales, and the launch will also include pre-sales. Yeah, so the opportunity to launch a pre-sale and then bring the token to for example, Pancake Swap or to Bakery Swap will be given project owners. This is soon coming. So the private sale contract is already the first part of the next stage, let's say. Yeah. Further down the track, we have something very new for the Binance Smart Chain, which is, I would say, which is in the need because it's an escrow service. So it will be something like, can imagine maybe something similar to Fiverr in the first stage, might be a bit simpler because everyone from us knows those offers. Yeah, you open just Telegram and you see those messages. Hello, sir, I have a community of 50,000 people. Yeah, I can promote you here. I can pin you there. I am a designer. I'm an artist. I make animations. I make your DEX trending, CMS trending posts and whatever. So we are getting all, I would say, daily those messages, especially as a project owner, as a moderator. And the problem is we don't know the people. Yeah, we don't know who is actually behind the screen, behind the keyboard or whatever. Some of them, they can really bring you into a good story. They talk with you, and then the odd thing on the Binance Smart Chain is actually you must pay upfront. Yeah, I don't know, in the real world, any service, you go anywhere, and someone comes out and I don't know, fixes your house, fixes your car or whatever. Yeah, you pay actually usually after the service. And in the crypto world, you have to pay upfront, and you don't know the people. You have to pay upfront, and the problem is most of the time, yeah, you don't get any service of them. Yeah, they put you into a story. They explain you what they are doing, what they can provide to you, and then you transfer them the coins, and you don't see anything back from them. So that's why we want to do an escrow service still in this year. So this will be looking like this. Then the service provider, will make a deal with you, and you want to send the money to the service provider. However, you will then use the Miss Moona Rewards escrow service. You will send the amount of money to the contract of the Miss Moona Rewards, and you have to give the address of the service provider. Yeah. And you can set the time frame if you want. You have to describe the product a little bit, and then the service provider, when he opens Miss Moona Rewards, will then see, okay, he got actually a current offer for customer. Of course, you talked via Telegram probably before, so he opens it. He sees a time window, and then once he delivers, he can then say, okay, it's delivered, and then you on the other side, connected with your MetaMask wallet, will then see completely decentralized that he actually delivered, and then you got the option to either accept, to reject, or ask for a revision. Yeah. So even if it goes and go and back with 1 to 3 revisions, usually we believe that in 99% of those cases it will be solved without any administration help. And then just in this, let's say 0.1%, if after a few revisions, still the seller would say, okay, he delivered, and the buyer would say, no, he hasn't, and whatever. Then we, as an administration service, would then require documents from the service provider, what he actually delivered. And we would also ask the buyer, so the customer, what he actually required from the service provider. And although the trend would be into supporting more the customer than the buyer. Yeah. Yeah. Just if it would be, if something would escalate. Yeah. Usually in the normal cases, it's just, okay, it's a delivery, accept, and then the contract will send the money to the service provider. Yeah. Further, we would like to extend still in this year the platform by charts. Yeah, so token charts, token analytics, just because it makes sense. We got the dashboard, we got the exchange, we got the rewards view, and we would like to keep the users on our platform, so we would like to integrate the charts for it. And once this is all done, then from January until March, we will be looking into a development where users can play games or play a game to earn Moona tokens. We got 2 billion Moona allocated and locked for the play to earn mode. Yeah. Further planning is not happened currently. Yeah, we know we want to have a game. We know we will do one, and it will be most likely based on NFT technology. Yeah. So this is what we know now. We have a huge workload with the current developments, yeah, we will have the launch for the pre-sale, for the private sale. We will have the escrow service, which is in need for a long time on the Binance Smart Chain, and then we will also add the charts.
Right. So if so, the next stage is a pink sale. Is that going to be a soft cap of 300 BNB and a hard cap 600 BNB if investors want to get involved? Yeah.
Yes. So we've updated the website today already. So the whitelist pre-sale is Saturday 5 p.m. Yeah, UTC time. So when you click the button here from our tab, then we will navigate you directly to the pink sale pre-sale. Yeah, so it's after 5 days and 23 hours. Yeah. It says here whitelist only because this cannot be set by pink sale. We have to set it manually then into public, which will happen 30 minutes after the whitelist start. Yeah. So the whitelist people, yeah, the whitelist investors will have a front run of 30 minutes. And
it's simplified for newer investors, yeah, to just go to the website and get involved with the whitelist from there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes, exactly. So here we can see the tokenomics already updated on the pink sale side. Yeah, so we got the pre-sale, we got the liquidity. Those tokens are locked, and the unlocked tokens are now the private sale tokens plus 100 million airdrop tokens. Yeah. All team tokens, etc., has been locked, yeah, and they've been locked also with pink sale actually. So with pink lock. So when you check the tokens here, you see here some projects already, and we are here, yeah. So all the tokens has been locked. This is now this is the reservoir. Then we have the team tokens, play to earn, and marketing and further development. So the team tokens will be first unlocked 10 days after the listing itself. Yeah, we are currently internally also talking about. We understand that this is such a huge amount of tokens, which we didn't realize actually. It's like 10% of the supply. However, we burned those out tokens, so this we will look further. Yeah. We might divide it into further. We will invest it probably.
Or release it on certain dates in the future, that type of thing, at certain amounts. Yeah.
Yes. So with this token lock on pink sale, it's not possible to have like a schedule or vesting. Vesting was actually possible as far as I remember. We haven't had it yet, yeah. So this will be even if it's unlocked, we will not sell it or whatever. Just because we want to push our project to the front. Yeah, there's huge marketing coming with Memento. We got good developments, and what I mentioned today actually in the chat, I don't know if someone realized that, is that if as a project owner, if you want to list a token, for example, yeah, if you create here a launchpad and you create just a new pre-sale, yeah. So DX sale or pink sale, they take first 1% BNB, and then they take also 2% of those sold tokens and 2% of those sold BNBs, yeah. So we will orient us at about the same piece structure. However, in Miss Moona rewards, we want to give them so-called launchpad rewards to the users. So every launchpad that will be launched via Miss Moona rewards, yeah. The tokens, the tax, for example, the 2% of that launchpad, yeah, will be given completely to the public, so the users can then claim interactively of any sale the contribution, yeah. So, for example, if it's like from this 2%, so Miss Moona rewards would get, let's say, 100,000 tokens, and of the 100,000 tokens would be fairly distributed in relation to your Moona rewards tracker. Yeah. So this is quite nice. So we can give something back to the community. We want to update and upgrade our program. It's a program, so it's not like many other projects that you got just a website and a huge marketing campaign behind Yeah, we also have huge marketing, and we got the two program here. So we start with the exchange. We have an analytics page here. Here will be a chart. So there's currently only one token selected. We will show here the last 100 selected tokens by the sniping bot, and the chart will be actually grouped by the date. So you will see here nice in a graph how many tokens per day are actually selected by the sniping bot. Yeah. So we see here the total amount of token transactions. So we had transactions here to lock the token. Then we sent transactions to the pre-sale contract. We sent it back to the from the pre-sale contract into the developer wallet. Then we sent the rest again back to the pre-sale contract, and the other half was then burned. Yeah. And user rewarded is then the number of users who received dividends in total. So every time a user got rewarded with dividends token, this number will increase. Then here we see the total number of snipe tokens, and current recipients will be the number of total recipients for the current sniped token. Yeah.
So the website has its own utility in itself because it's helping you manage your investments, on the BS scan, and that's awesome.
So could you explain more about the sniper process? Like, how do you know which ones to target?
Yes, so we are looking for pending transactions, and when someone adds liquidity, I explained it before already. When someone is adding a transaction, then we look into the transaction of that certain token actually, and we see if it's if the token fulfills a certain criteria, which can be in this case, for example, 20 buys and 10 sells. And if there are already at least 120 transfers, token transfers on the blockchain visible with this token, then we might select this token. These values here, when we, the community, will feel, okay, maybe we can achieve other results, better results when we adjust this to higher buys, to lower sells. Yeah. So we are looking here if in a time frame of 120 transactions, so at least 20 buys and 10 sells. Yeah. Maybe we want to see more sells. Yeah. So we have to look into sells just because we don't want to hit the honeypot. Yeah. So a honeypot is usually not sellable. And buys also must happen. And we, if we want to, we also can look in the ratio into that. I know that some people might think there might be security issues. What if your contract got botted or whatever, and they will select a certain token? I mean, we will be selecting about 6 to 8 tokens, on some days more, on some days less, with the trading bot. And we also can consider of taking other constraints into the account. Maybe we can see actually, okay, who bought that, who sold that. We can follow those wallets. We can actually see are those wallets somehow connected? Is this related to the same person or whatever? Yeah. So there are plenty of opportunities available to make it as secure as possible to the community.
And how long do you wait? So if the sniper bot buys a transaction, as that criteria you mentioned there, at what stage will you sell it? Will it be a ×2, a ×3, or at what point do you sell the amount to get the rewards?
No, it's not working in that way. The trading bot, the sniping bot, will select the token as a reward token. Yeah, and the contract itself holds your dividends actually completely in BNB. Yeah. Otherwise, this would end up in having big transaction tables for every token, and it is just not reliable to pay for those gas costs. So the simplest way is, and the best way for sure, is to have one dividend token, which is let's say the unified token BNB. This is the internal rewards token. So every time when it's actually U-turn and payout, then the contract will look up, okay, what is actually your current allocation of the dividends? Yeah, and it looks then further into the rewards ratio. Let's say you have 50% reward, 50% dividend, and 50% sniped token. Yeah, then it will send you the 50% BNB into your wallet, and it will live buy. So at the moment where your payout is in the same transaction, it will buy the token for you. Yeah, and then the next user will have the same thing.
So you're actually getting you're getting the rewards to your wallet in the snipe token, is that right?
Yes, so the rewards view. Yes, so let me get here a little cake again. Yeah, so the rewards view here will then list all of those snipe tokens, yeah, and only if the balance is higher than 0. For example, let's say over time you got maybe 1, 200, 1,000, 2,000, yeah, depending on how long you want to keep those tokens in your wallet, and yeah, so they will all pop up here, and as soon you got the balance higher than 0, you will see those tokens here. And there will be plenty of tokens over time. Yeah, we might show first the first 100, but then there will be a button provided to extend that list actually to show all those tokens. Yeah, and then you will have the balance of each token. So you can just check it here and there and see actually what you got in your portfolio. And those tokens are already in your wallet. Yeah, those tokens are not held anywhere. This is directly connected here via MetaMask. And the address is actually checking the contract, what tokens have been sniped, and then your address, yeah, the public key of your address is then queried against each token to check what the balance is of it. And you decide yourself when is actually the best moment to sell it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I have like kind of, because a lot of projects on BSC are like kind of quite quick projects. I guess there's a risk that you're going to buy tokens that are going to be dead in a day.
Yeah, I've mentioned it twice in our chat. So I would say the golden rule or the golden 3 rules for snipe projects are what was it? Hold, don't sell. Don't hold too long. And I can't remember the third one right now. Yeah, of course, we all know that some of those tokens, they got the lifetime of 7 days. Some got maybe a lifetime of 3 hours. Some got maybe 10 days lifetime, and others are popping after 2-3 months or 2-3 weeks. Yeah, we cannot take the risk from you. We can do as best as we can to select some of those tokens that might be popular in the future. Yeah, and the beauty with that is, so actually you invest one time, yeah, and you don't have to worry about. Because having a sniping bot for your own running, I mean, there are some, yeah, if you check some addresses, there are some sniping bots running. And what are they doing? They buy every token that is coming out. And really, I have like tracked some wallets and to see what are others actually doing. And they are buying every token that is coming out with a value of 0.0002 or 0.0001. Yeah. So they are buying a tiny amount of each token, and they got lucky about once or twice in 300-400 tokens, yeah, maybe in 500 tokens, and not even lucky. It's just enough to cover the cost, yeah. So and they are working without any filters. That's why we are looking into certain criteria. We don't want the honeypots, and we want to select projects that got actually certain traction from the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you will have some rewards. What we are all looking for is a token that got some traction, that loses in price, and that it pops then after that to the sky. Yeah, so that is the optimal case in an ideal world. And it would be just fantastic to see if that's actually reliable. So imagine you open after 2 months the wallet, and you just see, oh, this one did not bad, this one did not bad. Yeah, and yeah.
Ask the question about the sniper token, please. What? Just if it's going to buy for the rewards for everybody, I imagine that it's going to be a lot of people setting the rewards for the sniping mode. So when the sniping bot goes to buy, won't that leave like a huge price impact on the token selected, like a big candle that people are just going to dump after? Like,
Hold it.
Depending how many tokens will be bought of a sniped token project. Yeah. Oh.
I want to tire my finger. I want tire.
Kieran, can we mute you?
Just mute it a second, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, good.
It's got kiddie problems. It happens.
Yeah, that's why I went to the office. So we got almost 2 a.m. here, and my daughter was not sleeping at 12:20. So I said, you know what? I better head to the office for the AMA today. We will try our best, yeah, to avoid those projects, yeah. But we all know, we all traded on the Binance Smart Chain, and I for myself, I was quite sad having such a huge amount of money actually invested in Coin Hunters, yeah, which got a nice website, which got big promo, and then they did a mess up with the contract, and yeah, it went not into the direction like it should, like let's say thousands of users in the chat hoped for, yeah. We don't. Yeah,
I mean, it's an individual's investment just because you're using a snipe bot with your rewards to buy another token. If that token fails, it's not your project's fault or anything. You know, it's like them buying something on Trust Wallet with a BNB. So that's
exactly.
Your own research.
What we can do, we can look at the blockchain. We can analyze transactions and relation in between transactions to select actually, let's say, promising new projects. Yeah. And if the developer or if the community decides to dump that project within a few hours, within a few days or whatever, yeah, we cannot do any against. But that is just one project, one of many that you will getting on a daily basis. Yeah.
Right. And so when you launch on PancakeSwap, I don't know the actual date that you'll be launching after the pink sale. Have you got any anti-snipe features for Miss Moona token?
What do you mean with snipe features?
Well, when it hits PancakeSwap, you get a lot of bots that buy and sell on projects. So some projects have anti-snipe features built in.
No, we have no anti-snipe or bot features there in the contract itself.
Got you. Right, so I can open it up to the community if anyone's got any questions for Marco.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to ask.
What we can do, we can actually exclude certain wallets from having function on the, if I remember right, there should be a function included that can exclude certain wallets. Yeah.
Okay. R&D, you had a question, yeah?
Yeah, so what could be a good idea as well if you had at some point new projects could almost, you could do an AMA with a new project, say an R chat, and say like that they're launching our snipe bot, you can change your rewards into theirs, and they can obviously you can somehow check the contracts and things, and you could be doing AMAs in your own group.
Yeah, we haven't
promote coins that.
We haven't really thought about that yet.
Oh, I know.
But of course, with Grow and with recognition of the project, that is a great idea to promote other projects against maybe a small fee, having an AMA with them and just help. Yeah.
It's up to the investor to change their rewards if they think the AMA went well. They're I quite like that project. I could put my reward 10% into them, and then you've got new coins paying you, promoting, and that's obviously better for everything. With you could say, right, you've got to be a holder, or I don't know. There's loads of ways to then do AMA.
I will make a note. It's a great idea. We haven't thought about this yet because we are. We will be pushing our current workflow to get the things done that we want to have integrated in this year. And if you invest in Moona token, and if you like a certain token where you want to get rewarded, I mean, you can paste in the address, you can select it, and you will get the rewards.
But what I reckon you might, instead of just the snipe bot, it might be worth having a promotion.
I know you mean like a promotional aspect, having an AMA in our channel, promoting another
AMA,
project.
You could go look,
yeah.
Look, on Friday night we've got this project coming for an AMA. They're gonna explain like what we're doing right now. You could almost flip it on its head and go, right, we could actually change rewards into this token, or I know you can say you can paste any token, but one thing with the Binance Smart Chain and finding new projects is actually where the fuck do you find them and how like legit are they? At least you could maybe do a check prior with, I don't know, you said with a snipe. I guess it could be a bit dodgy with people, you know, have dodgy contracts, and if you didn't check it right, it could go wrong. But I guess that's something you'd have to work out.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens once or twice per week or whatever, yeah, that's we are looking for new project, and no one knows who's the next mooning token. Yeah, for example,
are the rewards paid in BNB? Is it hourly or daily or?
No, it's every 20 minutes. It's a claim rate of 20 minutes.
Got you. So yeah,
it's
so
just obviously keeping the volume up. That's I guess that's the process, right? Is it going to be 20 minutes if it's low volume?
Yeah, it's a claim rate of 20 minutes. Of course, it's volume based. Yeah. Distribution is every 20 minutes, and then it goes the round in the chain, and everyone gets his rewards or her rewards.
Yeah. It's complex. It's good at the same time, but I'm just worried. Like, so many idiots invest now, and they're like looking for stupid things. Like this is actually a really good idea. So I'm just wondering, like, some people don't even look for the good ideas. They look for just stupid coins, which, again, the bot is a good idea because it will look for those things. So
yeah, it's all part of the BS scam.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, we got more products to come, so we have huge marketing coming. We will grow, with the programs, with the lab, and with a solid user base and a solid sniping bot, and with the option to select your own rewards token and even the rewards ratio. It's like it's just fantastic. So for myself, I like it totally.
Yeah. Another thing I've seen, another coin. I know you're not really a farming token or anything, but there was I think it was called another. What was it? I'll think of it in a minute. But it was basically you could stake, say, Moona in a certain new coin that had come out, like saying with the MAA thing. So you could have like a coin approach you and say, look, can we give you this many tokens and you can use it in staking?
Some people will. Yesterday I found the word for this. If you want to have it, let's call it incubator mode. Yeah, then you can set your rewards. It's not in the list because I haven't thought about that to have it pre-selected. So if you set it actually to the Moona contract, is this the Moona contract? Yeah.
Oh, so you can get rewards in Moona.
Yeah, that's actually the fun thing, because you set it here to Moona, and once it's set to Moona, then you have some kind of like an incubator mode, because every time you get rewards, you will get then rewarded in Moona, so your Moona amount is growing, and on the other hand, you get BNB rewards in 50%. Yeah, so you will get actually every time more and more rewards. Yeah, because your Moona is growing, so your allocation in the Moona rewards tracker is higher. And it's just growing over time.
Yeah, supporting the price. Yeah, awesome. Has anyone else got any questions for Market?
I think Lotus said that he had some. Is he unmuted?
Let's have a look. Yeah, he's unmuted, yeah. I think he asked one.
I just have some questions about the initial marketing plans, like, because I think the initial push, like the first marketing push for the first few days, especially the launch day, is really important. So I'd like to ask if you guys have any plans to do like some heavy marketing at the start, maybe fast track for CMC or CoinGecko or something like that.
Oh yes, so we are now in the negotiation with some service providers for CoinGecko and Market Cap fast track. Yeah. So we are now evaluating some offers. Further up from next week, Tuesday, Memento Marketing will look after us in the Platinum service. So it's an high paid service for marketing, and they will post us just everywhere in Reddit groups, in Telegram groups. They have own Still armies. In addition, we got our own Still army. We have daily pinned posts in several Telegram groups. We are working with Twitter promoters. We got our first YouTube video out, so there's huge marketing coming. Yeah. So we want to be recognized on the blockchain as a solid project. I mean, you come to the DApp and you see we've done our homework. We provided a nice DApp. It's all working. It looks good, and we also got the money to pushing the marketing.
Yeah, just on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, they are going to be within 5 days of launch.
Okay. Yeah, so if you want to finish off anything we might have missed, Marco, we've gone over an hour. Yeah, so.
Just one minute. How'd you get on the whitelist? Like, kind of, can we still get on that, or?
Oh, we have a competition running, a whitelist competition. So when you check our Telegram group, yeah. So we have actually a whitelist competition running. However, we can actually give randomly, let's say, 5 whitelist spots among the Whalecoin community. So
thank you. That'd be great.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So yeah, if there's anything you wanted to finish off with, Marco, and I'll finish the recording and send a copy over to you. It's been a very interesting AMA. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having us today here. It was really nice, and yeah, we stretched the time, was good.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's awesome. Let me just finish the recording then.